Holy shit! Instead of the back we have the mop, we gonna get the artifact weapon. That is our power. And that's the one that we're gonna buff up. And to buff that one up, each one will have their own talent tree of that on that weapon. And then you upgrade it with infinity power. Like that, right? That you can see that better now? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks at active abilities. This one you start with, it gives you like power. So if you can fill up the whole thing, it's 25 passive abilities. Holy shit. And then you have all these. Don't forget that each one of these is like a percentage. Either it's like agility 5 or 3%, or stamina 5 or 10%, or secondary stat. Like all these small ones. You can increase that a lot. All your stats basically. The question is, do you have to reach a line like this to activate that elite? Or do you have to like fucking activate everything? So now we got to know a little bit more about how the power will be in Legion. And how we can upgrade that shit. So all the class hall mounts. Fell scorned, aka fell touched class hall mount. Mage, monkey. Oof. Warlock. Well, of course, it has to be like this. DK, priest, chamois. Damn. Warrior. Warrior also looks badass. Hunter. Lol. Paladin. Now the question is, why doesn't Paladin have the same shit on top of its head like fucking Warlock, man? Why not? Why not? What is this? And look at this. And then look at this. And then look at this again. Stupid. Rogue. Demon Hunter. Which one is the winner? Don't get misinformed out there. Yeah, you can get all class mounts if you reach 80 with that class. Yep. Of course, your first character you do it on, you're gonna get slow, and then get faster and faster the more characters you do because you get more powerful on them. But there's a dude, Grandmaster Yakus. He sells them for 10k each. So you don't actually have to level up the characters. If you have farmed your shit, then you can buy shit. That's how easy that is. Damn, so you can wear other people's sets. Easy. You want to wear other people's sets? You can do that in Legion Remix. So we have like the transmog of different stuff here. And further down is literally like the exact set for cloth. Damn. Mage, priest, warlock can wear this. No matter what you are. And this. A fucking mage can look like this. Holy shit. Demon Hunter, druid, monk, rogue. You can look like this no matter what you are when in leather. This one's fucking nuts. A rogue can look like this. A monk can look like this. A demon hunter can look like this. Holy shit. Evoker, hunter, and chamois. Damn. And then plate. Yeah. What was he said? You can look holy and play unholy. There you go. So easy. Look at the druid one. You can look like this as a rogue. Oh man, a chamois. Man, you can look like a chamois, but you're a hunter. What? No way. There's no way I can look like this as a fucking DK. Oh shit, dude. There it is. Damn. They say on the achievement that you need to complete the Legion storyline. Legion Remix storyline. What you actually have to do, 1, reach 80. 2, this guy here has these research assignments. Like several quests you can do per week. Either like do dungeons or do something outdoor like these. And they're called infinite research assignments. You need to reach 80, you need to do 5 assignments. That's first. Once you do that, then you get the last quest, which is called Shape a New Legend. This one requires you to do 20 research assignments. But here comes the big boy. If you actually want this one, you need to reach this currency. You need to reach 500,000. Now, if you click on your currency tab on your character, you can see how much you have in total. How much you've collected in total. I've collected 214,000 in total. You need 500,000. Yep. If you all do all that, then this bad boy transmog is yours. Damn. Good luck. So regular leveling in Legion Remix will be like MOP Remix. With the change, yes, I think so. I think they noticed how the people reacted on what they saw in Remix. I think when the next build comes, we will definitely see that we're gonna level up faster. One of the big changes I want to see that they do is that the currency we get, the one we put points on for our artifact weapon, that becomes for all our alts. Basically, the idea they had of Legion Remix is gonna get erased, like 100%. Because the idea they had for Legion Remix was they want people to play the game, but people don't want to play the game. People just want to farm stuff. People want to be able to kill stuff fast and farm stuff fast. Because that's what we did in MOP, right? So when people start seeing like a totally new approach of Remix, where you actually have to play the game and everything took time to do. Like in my case, it took time to where I was, and I could see the goal. The only problem was, if you want to feel like you felt in MOP Remix, in Legion Remix, that goal would be like maybe 2 more weeks of gameplay that you play every day. So, green gear, blue gear, epic gear, the purple one, right? you will have your primary stat, you will have your stamina. Then you will also have a secondary stat. This secondary stat will either be 2 secondary stats that are a little bit lower, or 1 secondary stat that is a little bit higher. So here I have, for example, 8 verse. Instead of that 8 verse, I could have gotten 4% verse and maybe 4% mastery. So it's either like 2 of one or one higher one. The same thing will happen to rare, and it'll also happen to epic. There comes the main difference between these. A rare piece of gear, you also get tertiary stats. Always, always, always. An epic will also always give you a tertiary stat. So rares and epics tertiary stats, we could barely see any difference between a rare and an epic while you were leveling up. The epic you start seeing higher stats of epics once you hit max level, and that epic piece of gear became higher and higher. But while leveling, there were barely any difference between these. Max leveled, level 80, that's where shit goes down. You're still gonna get uncommon, you're still gonna get rare, you're still gonna get epic. Your first eye level of epic gear, you start getting 580 eye level. What you can get on some sources is special epics. Those special epics are tied to your character overall eye level. The more geared you get, this special epics that you can get will be higher eye level, because it's always adapting to what is your eye level all the time. Let's say you want to start getting loot 591. To be able to get 591, your character overall eye level needs to be 584. If you want, for example, to get 594 gear, your overall character eye level has to be 588. Once you reach 588, then you're gonna start getting 594. Like, you always get like 2 tier above your character overall eye level. But the epic, that's the big boy. The question is, where does this shit come from? We have time gating in Legion. We're gonna start with Skies of Fire for 2 weeks, and then we have access to Emerald Nightmare Raid. We will only have access to Emerald Nightmare Raid. During these first 2 weeks, when we have Emerald Nightmare Raid, then we're gonna get this bad boy. It's called Corrupted Thorn of the Dream. Combine 10 of these to create an item belonging to Emerald Nightmare. When you get 10 of these, that's when you get your epic gear. The eye level you get is based on your character eye level. That's how it works. This item always comes from Cache of Infinite Treasure. It's 100% loot that you get Corrupted Thorn of the Dream from this chest. Always. Of course, it's random what you get. Don't forget that. It can be any gear. Like literally any gear, except for weapon, of course. But it can be anything else. This also comes from heroic dungeons. Every boss will 100% drop you one of these. On normal dungeons, it has a chance to give you this. So AoE, you go Storm. You put all gear on Volatile, but at least one on Touch of Malice. You go Arcane. You put all gear on Volatile again, but at least one for Touch of Malice. Because Touch of Malice, you must have that, since the Volatile one does more damage on Touch of Malice. And also, Terror from Below also does more damage on Touch of Malice. These debuffed ones. There you go. At least now, PTR-wise, that is the best way to go. And then we'll see, like, you know, when shit hits live, what will be like the best one then. But yeah, that's what we noticed. The first row of each line is the main ability. This is a nature one. This one, you spawn animals to charge off body attack. The fell one, you spawn a big dude, a fell dude that fights with you. The arcane one, you throw an arcane disc that bounces front and back and shit. The storm one, you spawn storm, just literally where you're standing. The holy one is that you become like a holy dude, sort of. You will do like more damage and heal. The second one is that you can proc mobs to fight with. The second one on fell is that you can proc debuffs on mobs. The second one on this one is you can also proc damage that will also do more damage if it has a debuff from fell. Same thing here. So all these are like procs. And then the further you go, has to do more with like defensive stuff. And then the last one, it boosts up your previous shit. So that's in general how these work. You can only choose one line to go. Once you fill up that line and you fill up everything behind, that's when you unlock Golden Dragon. Gives you stamina and primary stat. The more points you put on it, the more stamina and primary stat it gives. The higher eye level you have in weapon, the better this goes up. So basically, you must upgrade your weapon if you want to be more powerful. To upgrade your weapon, you get something called Artifactium Sand. We have seen different numbers of this, how much it actually upgrades. In the beginning, when you level your character, you get 5 to 6 eye level upgrades every time you use the sand. And I wrote here, when I was level 70 plus, I start getting higher eye level on my weapon. I start getting 23 eye level increase every time I use the sand. I only think that they're just trying to scale it up so that I will have a decent amount of eye level of my weapon when I hit 80. But in general, you must have this sand thing to upgrade your weapon. The sand you get from these caches, the normal caches in the game. It has a cap though, 588 if I remember correct, is the cap of your weapon. Now that's a little bit fucked up because remember when I talked about the gear, that I start getting even 607 eye level gear, but my weapon was 588. Now we will definitely have some classes that will be broken. What we have seen on PTR, red pallies and prot pallies are super broken. So if that's gonna go live, then if you want to have a broken character, you go of course paladin. How much they will fix that? I don't think they're gonna put so much time and effort on fixing class balance in Legion Remix. But there is one interesting one, and that's the monk. It's insane, man. Because don't forget that monks has touch of death. So equal or less health than you, then you fucking kill them. So of course we tried this on Legion Remix. In Legion Remix, we have remix time. An ability you have used will be recharged 1000% faster for 3 seconds. There you go. So basically, you can use Touch of Death, you use Remix time, your Touch of Death is almost back again. Right? Look now. Boink! That went a little bit too fast. You haven't even started on the boss. Look at that. Look at the damage meter. So nuts. But if you want your ult to level up faster, then you have to finish the campaigns of each zone. We have Valshara, Stormheim, Surmar, High Mountain, Azuna. Finishing a campaign gives 10% extra experience, like a buff. And that is a count bound. So your ult will also get that 10%. So you finish all 5 zones, you'll have 50%. Yeah, this is the item you get. Perfect Epic Memento from the achievement, 10%. You also get it from these quests, infinite quests they called, infinite research. They will have also experience items. One like that gives 1% to your experience. So 50 from achievements, and then these will give you 1. And minimum per week of these looks like, I think minimum is 2 you can get, maybe 4. But no matter what, these are the ones. Each one of these is 1%. This dragon here, he's in the bazaar. There's only one bazaar, by the way, in Legion Remix. He will have infinite research quests for you. These are, think Dornagal today. When you talk to that lady, it's like, where do you want to aid today or this week? And then you choose something for weekly aiding. This is exact same. You will have access to be able to do one of these per day for 6 days in the beginning. This thing is next to that dragon where you can see how many you have done and when the next one will be available for you. You can take 1 a day, but the more of this you do, you will unlock so you can take 2 per day. And not only that, you'll also unlock so you have access to more. Instead of only 6 per week, I have unlocked, so I got 12 in 1 week. Then comes the question, why do you want to do this? Each time you do one of these, you get a cache of infinite power, epic chest. That epic chest has the currency and infinite power for your weapon, but also one very important thing, which is the piece of epic gear. That epic gear is scaled to your eye level. There's a dude. In the bazaar, there is a dude. Lida Morutu? Whatever. There's an NPC right there. She's next to the scrapping. Every day, all right? Every fucking day, she has a daily quest for you. This daily quest is not that you go and do something. You talk to her, and then you talk to her again, and you complete the quest. This quest gives you precious jewelry. Precious jewelry means either ring, trinket, or neck. So basically those 3 bad boys that has power on it. And that power will be like extra rank on something in your artifact weapon. She will give you that gear. This gear is always an epic piece, and when you are max leveled, this epic piece is scaled to your eye level. Here, my character eye level is 588. I got 591 piece of gear. You get this one every day. Every day. You go to her, you talk to her, you get a piece of gear. Objectives. These are the best way to get experience. And this experience is of course like based on your level as well, like the amount of experience you get. The good thing about these objectives is that it gives you more experience than finishing a dungeon. That's how much XP is in this. And you have to unlock the objectives by doing the storyline, and then you unlock the objectives that are close to the quest you're doing the storyline on. Smartest way when it comes to objectives is that you will not do them in the beginning of leveling. Wait with that. Once you hit around level 70, that's when you go for the objective, because that will boost up your experience so much. Like 2 objectives is like what, 1.5 level. So don't do any objectives until you reach like around level 70 something, because then it's gonna go like very fast to get the last levels to 80 by just doing these objectives. Okay, imagine we are now on a tier 11 delve, but imagine now How hard is heroic world tier in Legion Remix? As DPS, is this hard? I pulled both these two groups. Look at my health, dying all the time, healing myself, trying to stay alive. All those mobs we pulled now, cut these in half. The first group will do like that to you on heroic world tier. Now, if you would go tank and spank and pull the same amount of mobs, that's the difference right there. Pulling all these mobs, I'm still alive, motherfucker, and I'm killing them. That is the pure difference, what heroic world tier actually is. When you are tank, it's shit easy. When you're DPS, they will wreck your ass. I mean, on the video we said heroic mode will be very rewarded. And they also said that they're gonna fix it now for this build. Because the only thing got rewarded was world quests on the last two builds. There's a lot of shit in the order hall that you will not do. For example, the order resources and stuff like that. There's so many quests in your order hall. When you take the quest, you can complete it directly after you take it. Because the game, the remix game, has not put it for you to do. So in live, for example, if you take an order hall quest, then you go and if you fucking do it, right? I would say half of the order hall quests in your order hall, you don't actually do. You go there, accept quest, directly after, you just zip through time, and you can just complete the quest. Like you take it, you complete it. You take it, you complete it. You take it, you complete it. However, it's really good that they still have it, because you should not touch those order hall quests until you hit max level. Just do the ones that do the weapon if you have to do the weapon one. But other than that, don't touch any quests. Your reward is based on your character eye level. And since you get these like boom, 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 easy peasy. Oh, this is actually cool shit. But there's some problems with it. These obelisks, they can spawn like from random ass shit. You can kill a mob, it can spawn from the mob. And there are different ones. Either it's gonna make you go stealth, or it increases your damage, or it does different shit. However, those buffs are way too short time point on. And the problem is that these obelisks, they only fucking spawn after you have killed mobs. Like a mob can spawn it when it dies. Which means you're fucking done with your fight. You kill the mobs, the obelisk spawned, you're done with your fight. Then you go for the obelisk, then you get the buff. Then you think, oh shit, cool, I got increased damage now for like 2 minutes. What the fuck will I do with those 2 minutes? Scratch my balls while I'm flying to the next zone? Man, put the fucking buff on an hour. Who gives a shit? It's gonna be for fun. If the obelisk gives me 10% more damage, man, give me 10% the whole fucking hour. Make it feel like I want this obelisk. Can you summon demonic allies in combat? Health increased by 10%. He's fucking empowered. Oh shit, that's his allies. Is that all he got? Oh, you have something. I see something around him. Oh shit, look at that. He has little orbs surrounding his ass. Fell Razor. Damage and health increased by 40%. CC suppress Fell Razor. Suppress. So yeah, on heroic mode, you have these empowered ones. In general, all mobs have more health, all mobs will do more damage. But then we have extra mobs that will have these buffs. You will see on top of the head if they have a buff. It's not like this mob will always have this buff. It's like, it's very random. The lowest ass creature you can see in Legion under a tree can have that buff. That's how random it is. Summons mobs and health increased by 10%. That's a Beacon of Chaos. Fell Rager, damage and health increased by 40%. Alright, so we have been talking about this daily quest that you can get from this Lida Morutu, and this daily quest will give you a precious jewelry which contains either a trinket, ring, or necklace, right? So here's the thing, when you start leveling your character in the beginning of Legion, when you log in, if you know that you will play more or less a whole day or play for several hours, don't use this yet. Don't talk to this dude yet. Don't take the chest yet, because the reward is scaled to your level when you're leveling up, and at 8 is scaled to your eye level. So basically, if you take this now, you'll get a shitty ass level like what am I now, 13 piece of jewelry, but you don't want that. Wait, level up. When you're done with what you have done that day and you're about to shut down the game, that's when you open it up, because this is a daily one. So don't take it in the beginning, take it in the end, so you get a higher eye level on it instead. Higher power, basically. What is my verdict? They said that they listened to the player base and they will now do some changes accordingly. They got you fucking fooled. They got you tricked. They tricked your ass. You think that you're leveling faster now. You're not leveling. You might kill mobs faster. They're made so you feel you kill mobs faster. But significantly, that you're leveling faster significantly? Fuck no. Hell no. Man, I'm sitting with 50% extra experience on my character right now. I'm leveling 3 hours for 30 levels on an alt. 3 hours non-stop, like pure grinding. It's a fucking joke. Let's put it like that. If anyone says that we got buffed on this version of Legion that we are leveling up faster is a fucking idiot. Because they haven't thought about their buffs that they have or they already have on their alts. We have 4 phases something, right? Of Legion Remix. Every 2 weeks, we're going to reach a new phase. Every 2 weeks, we're going to reach a new patch in Legion, which means a new raid with new gear, with higher eye level gear. The only thing we have been testing in Legion Remix is fucking phase 1. And let's say that you go and copy a character now on Legion Remix PTR and you get a fully geared level 80, 623 eye level gear. And then you think, oh shit, man, I feel so cool and I can conquer the world. You go to a fucking M0 or something like that and you get your ass wrecked and then you start complaining that you don't feel powerful enough. Then why don't you feel powerful enough? Because you're still in fucking phase 1. That's why. We don't know the numbers when we reach like phase 4. But if we're talking about 4 phases, so like almost 4 patches up from 623, I'm guessing we're gonna reach at least 700 something. At least, you know? If you can't do your shit on phase 4 with max level gear, that's when you can talk. That's when you can open up your mouth and saying this game fucking sucks. Because the good thing with that one is that it will take you to the bazaar. And then after that, you will have a new action button. So when you're done in the bazaar and you click on the action button, you'll come back to exactly where you were. It's called Nostwin's Voucher. Not the time walking Hearthstone, not some bullshit out of the Hearthstone. It's the voucher. The voucher, you can have 16 now. Voucher you can get from everything. Like every random ass thing you loot, you can get this voucher. And that's the good thing about it. When you use it, let the magic happen. Boom. Now I'm in the bazaar. Look at this extra action button. Return you to the last place you used it. So now I'm gonna go back. Exact same place we were in. And it's 15 minutes cooldown on it. That's the best one. Because so many times you are out here, you're doing shit out here, and then you're like, oh man, I need to go to the bazaar. There's still stuff I need to do there because of reasons. But then you think, oh, it's gonna be so far to go back again. I don't know. You just do the voucher and boom, you're back to exactly where you were. How long went to ADB? 18 hours and 24 minutes. Yep. It took 11 hours from this guy with 50 to 65%. 50 to 65% alt took me 11 hours. So if you take away that percent boost, around 18 hours. We have these research special assignments, not only the normal research assignments. And these are like one-time quests. And we get them every 10 level. And these special assignments are very special because they give you a cache of the infinite armory. It's an epic piece of gear. It means that you should not complete this quest while leveling. You complete this quest once you ding 80 instead, because then you will get the 80 piece of fucking gear. Yep. Let's see if the theory holds. So easy game. So easy game. Just like that. We just got our first fucking epic. We haven't even started being 80 yet. We just got our first fucking epic. 584. Easiest game of my life, man. Oh yeah, this one as well. On the normal infinite research. So I should get 80 on this one as well. Everything comes down to if you know we're gonna hit 80, don't complete shit. Okay, let's open this one. Another 584 in the house. Wait, we procced 2. We procced fucking 2. Holy shit. This epic piece can drop 2 pieces. Wait until you hit max level and pop that shit, man. Get your free epics. What's up, motherfucker? So much health, what the fuck? 11142 million. Okay, so what does this mean? It means we can't kill the world boss easily. It's just gonna take like an hour. Okay, let's see what world boss rewards. 300 infinite power, 158 bronze, some mento. Oh, basically it's shit. It's like super shit. It's not even, you don't even get a piece of gear. Okay, so basically you get 158 bronze and 300 infinite power. Holy shit, that sucks big time. The reward loot on killing world boss is a big joke. Strange humming crystal. 100,000, holy shit. You'll place a crystal on your ear and hear something. I don't even know where this comes from normally. Is it like the rarest fucking drop ever? 100,000, man, that's a lot. That's like 5 class mounts. Ooh, wondrous wisdom ball. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Can I cage it? Fuck, I can't cage it. Wait, can he fight? This creature cannot battle. So you're just gonna hang around, I guess. Wait, I can talk to him. Hello, friend. It's not actually me, Khadgar. I've asked a question. Give me an answer. I haven't asked a fucking question. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Man, he looks so fucking creepy. What the fuck? So proud as well. Okay, so that's how we usually get this one. Easy peasy. Like, his facial expression is so weird. Okay, so that one cost you 100,000 bronze. Wondrous wisdom ball. Look at the rare's health. And now take it off. Holy shit. The health on the fucking mobs is based on your stamina. Man, I fucking knew that something was weird with the scaling. Remember I said it since start? Every time I get more powerful, it feels it doesn't help. It feels like the mobs are getting more powerful when I'm getting more powerful. There it fucking is. It's the stamina that determines the fucking health on the mob. Oh, it has a cap on how low it can go. And then based on like how much I have. Like, why do they do this? Why do they scale up mobs when we get more powerful? Like, why? Does anyone have an explanation why? Now we have an answer of why we felt it's so weird. Because I've been saying it all the time. Like every time I level up, when I hit 80 and I got more powerful, I never felt more powerful. Holy shit! We're getting much less infinite power compared to when all phases are out. We're getting much less bronze compared when all phases are out. We're getting much less of the experience compared when all phases are out. Now it can also maybe be that all the eye level we just got, people are gonna get it so much faster later on. And that is the difference between a person that has a brain when he thinks, is time getting good? And a fucking idiot that just says, time getting is good because, you know, it would be too much with all the content when it has literally nothing to do with the actual content that is out. That comes back to what we talked about even 2 weeks ago. That when people compare how powerful you are in Legion Remix, the phase we're in right now, which is not even comparable because you're going to be so much more powerful later on. Like they haven't let us try endgame. It's very simple. Beginning of War Within. How much more geared is your character today compared to the beginning of War Within? If I would tell you, shit man, War Within sucks. The gear is so crap, I feel so unpowerful. And then you tell me, okay, what's your eye level? And I tell you, my eye level is 606. You would laugh your ass off. You would see what an idiot, what a bozo. Because you're walking around with what, 700? Of course you would laugh at my 606. That's exact same where we are right now on Legion Remix. You're on the first patch of Legion Remix out of what is like 5? And that is the main problem. Like when people complain, there's complain and there's complain. There's complain having a brain and there's complain and being fucking brainless. How do you increase weapon eye level now? The weapon eye level is a little bit specific. So what happens is the weapon eye level follows your character eye level. That's number one. And then what it does is that it looks at what is your highest eye level piece of gear, which is my 27, and it gives me the next tier. That's why I have third tier. So it always gives me like a little bit ahead. The weapon tells me basically what my next piece of gear will be. So I'm getting 627s, right? And then when I'm almost to the next tier, then it always gives me one of these upgrades. So I will, more or less the same time, I get an upgrade for the weapon and the gear I have. But it always follows my character eye level. You can never farm and be like much higher eye level on the weapon compared to the rest of your gear. It always like balance both of them. They don't want you to be too powerful on like farm one thing. When I did the first time, I got stuck here. I was like, what the fuck is this? I looked at the map and it showed me only side quests. And I looked at it says Legion Remix, and for me it's like, okay, that's what's supposed to do. But it says reach level 40, and then I thought, well, okay, they want me to do side quests until level 40? Do I have like an open world, just do whatever I want? There's no like storyline to do, but there is a storyline. The normal storyline in Legion is there. You just have to unlock. To unlock it, you have to complete the first part of your order hall, because that's where you can get it. That's where you get it from. So I think a lot of people will get confused on this part right here because it says Legion Remix. You want to follow that. So that's a little bit. There we go. So you have to do your first artifact weapon to get access to the actual Legion story. Now I can shoot. And that's why it's going to be so confusing for so many people. Okay, so now we went DPS. Your artifact weapon will have all infinite power on it. Everything you have gathered, you will get on your next weapon as well. So each weapon will have all the infinite power, which is good. I just wish it was like that on alts as well. But at least it is like that on changing spec. So what you need to think about when it comes to putting gear tied to artifact power. So basically the rings, the trinket, and the necklace, right? It's not about the eye level. It's about the ranks. So uncommon is 1 rank. Rare is 2 ranks. Epic is 3 ranks. They can put on it. We have legendary, but we haven't seen it in game yet. That gets 4 ranks. Eye level 90 trinket I have. Touch of Malice. If I get a volatile chaos talisman that is like eye level 500, but it's rank 1 on it, I'm not gonna swap it with this one. This one is so much more powerful because there's 3 ranks on it. It's always about what quality it is, not what eye level it is. The only difference between eye levels is the stamina, but it's not much stamina. And the stamina you get everywhere else, that's what matters. So if you want to go for power, you look at the ranks, not the eye level. When you check someone's eye level, like the gear, you never check the overall eye level because that doesn't mean anything. Just check like what eye level they have in general because the trinket, ring, and neck will always take the eye level down. this build have got really improved changes. And I'm not talking about the 740 eye level that got like unlocked, no more time getting on that. I'm talking about two big things. Number one, the scaling is much better. Like you destroy things when you are powerful, especially at 80. You kill shit much faster than you did before. They have fixed the scaling really good. Which means that for me, this 740 is not a big deal anymore. It's about how powerful you are with the gear you got. And when you get more powerful, you feel it. That's number one. Number two, we tried the experience leveling on this build. Before this build, it will take you 18 hours to level up a fresh character. With this build, it will take you around 13 hours to level on like a first character. However, this was a boosted one. So we have done is that we have unlocked stuff like achievements and things, so we and the quests, so that we got experience boost. So this guy's sitting on 110% experience. This one I finished on 6.5 hours. So an all with a big boost, 110% experience boost. That's a lot. It took 6.5 hours for an all. M plus dungeons, 3 main rewards, right? Except for the bronze. One is the infinite power you can get. One is the moat, the one you need 10 of, then you get a piece of gear that is tied to your eye level. And then one is a piece of gear. It has a fixed eye level gear reward. So it's not based on your eye level. Everything else we have done is based on your eye level. All type of rewards, but not this one. This one is fixed. 584, that's where it starts on a 0. So plus 4 gives 591, and then it go 94, 96, and so on. Plus 12 you are now is 611. So by the look of it, it looks like the plus 40 down here later will be the cap, which is 740, which is the maximum eye level. But of course, we're gonna continue testing this. But if you see the pattern here, how long time it takes to get eye level up, we did get 740 when we did the 40 key. But I didn't think of that was the reward. I thought it was scaled to my eye level because my character is 740. Okay, so Mythic Plus. A 0 gives 584. A 10 gives 606. A 20 gives 631. 30, 656. A 40 gives 681. And that fits perfect with what we see also in game. This is a plus 40. In time, give us a 681. So 681. Which means you need to reach plus 63 to get the highest eye level gear from M+. The M Plus is not based on your eye level like everything else in the game of these remix. M Plus has its own fixed gear reward from the end chest. If you want to reach higher rewards than a 40. 40 I could do, but it was tyrannically fortified. So it was a big boy key. And we just did it. Like we were like 7 seconds left of the timer. With the best gear and the best power in the entire game. Don't forget that. We have 999 on the fucking dragon buffs. So that means if you want to go above that to get better gear, you have to do it in group, even if you don't have like the best gear in the game. Good luck getting all the way up to 63, guys. Okay, we got logged out. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Last time we had like 420 eye level something on a character. We got our weapons and stuff like that, the artifact weapons. Let's see now. Remix event has ended. Your timer on the character has been transported to the main timeline. Remix event items has been removed. Okay, let's see what we got. Eye level wise, 655. They have increased it. 655 is actually totally fine. Oh, Time Runner's Parting Pack. Yeah, that one we got last time as well. There it is. So your transmog weapons, you get them and you get 2,000 gold. Otherwise, everything is gone there. So the bag that we could buy, they removed it. We did put some stuff in the bank just to see if we could cheat the game. Now let's see if they're still in the bank. Nope. Everything gone. 30 slot bag. 650 eye level. I think that's totally fine. Like start playing those characters. Much better than 400 we got last. Legion Remix M Plus affixes. On the Remix version, they have added +2. And on that one, we have Eternus Trials. They have added 4 new affixes, and only one of them will be up, most likely per week. The first one is that this dragon, when he spawns, he will spawn mobs that you have to fight. It's called Dusk of the Infinite. If you get the other affix, it's called Twilight Reflection. And he will spawn copies of you. It will move to an essence. You have to stop them. If you don't stop them, they'll put a debuff on you that decrease like healing done, damage done, health done. They will also do ticking damage on you. If you kill like all these mobs that spawns, you will get a buff instead. Damage done increased, healing done increased, maximum health increased. Then we have the Sand of Time affix. He will spawn orbs that you have to catch. Then you have Time Waves Manifested. This dragon will spawn an elemental. When you kill that elemental, it will spawn 2 new small elementals. You kill those, they spawn new ones, and so on. Those 4 affixes will rotate during entire Legion Remix. And Starter +2. If you do a Mythic dungeon, Mythic Plus dungeon, on a character on the same account, you will get shared rewards. Yeah, you will get shared rewards. Not shared rewards in general, like the gear and the motes, that's not shared. But the bronze and the epic memento, these fragmented epic mementos, that is shared. you see that one character got 2,866, another character got 2,978. And then we only got 9 fragmented thingies each. And you can see like all these, it's shared. All this got shared. So if you try to boost your character on your account, Battle.net account, it gets like split on stuff. Bronze is split, so it's still a same amount of bronze. You don't get more bronze if you get more characters in your account. You share the loot of one player's bronze. So this 5,000 will get split based on how like your characters you bring in. Fragmented Memento as well, the fragmented epic Memento, that's also shared. Damn, but the experience is normal. Like people have been talking about like save time in Legion Remix. What do you mean save time in Legion Remix? They want the content to come out, but they don't want to do it? Or like what's going on? I don't get that part, man. It's like, do things now so you don't have to do stuff later. It doesn't go into my brain. Because you still have to do the content. Let's say that you want to farm Transmog set. You go, you check where it's supposed to drop. Let's say it drops in like, I don't know, 5 different dungeons. You have to go to those 5 dungeons and complete them and like loot the shit out of it, right? And then it's even Shaz on loot. It's not even 100% loot. And maybe same thing in a raid or same thing somewhere else. If a whole set costs 20,000, one of the big boy sets, one of the class sets costs 20,000. Man, it would take you like 4 dungeons and you have it. Literally 4 dungeons and you have your class set. So like they don't, no, just no, man. That's the way in my brain. They even have to do the content like so much more, like today, than going there on Remix. One of the big changes they did between Legion Remix and Mop Remix is the loot from trash mobs. Trash mobs drops either no bronze or very, very little bronze. It's not a farm anymore. So even if you're gonna find your hyper spawn locations, they will drop very little anyway. So basically Blizzard thought like, okay, fuck it. We're not gonna wait and see what will people find and then we're gonna nerf it. They decided we're just gonna make so that you don't even get so much bronze from the trash mobs in general. Like outdoor mobs or dungeon trash mobs or raid trash mobs. Even in dungeon raids, the trash mobs gives very, very little. Like it's bullshit how much they give. So it's basically nothing. So where does the bronze come from then? We have the cache within treasure to get it from every single quest. You also get it from world quest, get it from dungeon loot. Each one of these chests rewards, so let's say around 150 bronze. But the rare chest, the only place I've seen it is from Heroic World Tier World Quest. Then you have the Cache of Infinite Power. This is an epic one, almost 300. This one comes from the normal daily dungeon you do, the Dungeon Finder, the Heroic one, the Infinite Research one. Then you have dungeons. A normal boss drops around 300 to 370. Heroic drops between 400-500 each boss. Mythic 0 drops between 700 to 800 each boss. Mythic Plus, you will get quite a lot of bronze from. Start at 1760. Plus 10, 6,000. A plus 40 gives you 33,000. Then you have raids. We can only test first phase in raids. We're gonna have like, what, 4 more raids coming later? But on the first one, a normal boss gives you 1,200. Heroic one gives you up to 1,400. The last boss gives double. A myth one gives almost 2,000, and the last one doubles. That's each boss. Early phase, heroic spam, if you want to farm bronze. But if you make sure that character is geared, it's M plus where the gold mine is. That's where you go. Raids also definitely a way to farm the bronze. But then it comes down to that you have a lot of characters as well, so you can queue up on all those characters. And also don't forget, raids start at like what, level 20 something? On some of the phase raids at least, and then you need more for later on. Phase 1 is level 20, and I think it was like 30 or 40 for the Halls of Valor and stuff like that. So you don't need max leveled characters to do it. You just need a lot of alts. Don't forget that. So if you're not gonna do like M+, gonna be like, oh man, it's gonna be too much, go all in on that. Then definitely just get a lot of fucking alts, queue up on all these LFRs and just go fucking nuts. Yeah, there it is. Let me show you a trick. Let's say that you most likely gonna play a class that you have already played on live. So let's say that I will make a Demon Hunter. And let's say you have already played Demon Hunter, right? Then you see all these things, right? You're like, hey man, everything is empty. And then you have to rethink, oh, how did I put all the buttons I had on live into like exactly I want it now? So if you look at this character on live, I have all my buttons here. So number 1, go same spec. Number 2, make sure you have an add-on called My Slot. And then you just type /my slot. That's the add-on. Then you export, copy what you want to export. Then you go to the character that you want to play. Then you paste it here, then import. Are you sure? I am sure. Boom! Now, it looks the same as it does here. See that? You don't have to drag bars. You don't have to do anything. Now it's going to be the same. And also, even like the abilities that you don't have yet, when they come, it will be there. So now it's like great abilities that you don't have yet. So everything's there. Easy peasy. This is how we do every time on PTR or testing in general. Because, we want to we are playing like same classes and shit. Should you farm infinite research in Legion Remix? Here are some numbers and will make you think maybe a little bit different when you're out there. We have uncommon, we have common, we have rare, and we have epic. They have different values, and also there's something called infinite research, and that also decides how much you can loot from these items. The more infinite research you have, the more infinite power you will get from each of these items. Then you might wonder, but how much is it? Well, when it comes to the epic one, the one you need 100 off to make into an epic one, if you have one knowledge point, only one, you get 52,500 from it. If you all the way cap to 36 infinite knowledge, you will have 125,000, almost 75,000 in between. That's how much it is on the epic one. The uncommon one, the one you get like for more or less everything, between a knowledge of 12, which I am now, and a knowledge of 36, which is the maximum, is around 100 infinite power between them. Now you know that. What is your next step? These ore quests, one of these infinite research quests, time warped herbs and ores. I'm gonna give you the best location for that. Go super fast. Yeah, look how much herbs and ores there are. It's crazy. There you go. Best location for it right there. So yeah, here you'll complete that quest fast. And also, I mean, it has totally fine loot. I mean, especially since there's so much here. Imagine if I would farm all these. Imagine if I would farm all these as a druid, but I don't have to like mount off and on all the time as well. But now, if I was a druid, I will loot that, I'll fly away. I don't have to fight this dude. Ores, you don't get cancelled when you are looting it. It's only herbs that get cancelled. Look now, get cancelled. So if your character sucks and you want to farm, just come here and farm this shit. I mean, you also get infinite power. So if you want to get like, if you have an alt and want infinite power, go here, loot this shit. Look at that. Look how nice we procced. Okay, quests done and done. Let's go. Once you have done the raid on LFR, if you do it again, you don't get more experience. If you do it normal and do it again, you don't get more experience. Still a cap. If you want to level up really fast, even several characters per day, then there are like 3 ways to do it. One, in High Mountain. In the end of the High Mountain storyline, you'll end up here, exactly there. There are mobs that just keeps on spawning. The other one, that is the one that Tulok and Kaney told me about, and that's also in High Mountain. This cave right there. You're gonna see some Murlocs. Those Murlocs also spawn fast, and they also give a lot. If you don't have 2 accounts to boost up your other account, then there is one way where you can just solo it. You have to do the storyline of Al-Shara. There's a quest. You just keep on using your serious power and keep on targeting mobs to kill over and over and over. And you put hero mode when you do it, of course. All 3 put hero mode when you do it. Then you got more experience. Those are the top 3.